You know,
The wheels were
the
turning.
wheels were turning. The little mouse was like, "What can I chew on?"
Yes.
And we were at karaoke. So do you want me to introduce how Heather and
Yeah,
Reggie
Yeah,
came?
absolutely.
So we were. So I had done the Full Monty. That was the first show I did, getting back into like full on production theater. And Regine and I did it together. Initially, I met her at the callback. And like you do anywhere where it's you and other people up for the same thing, I sized up the room and saw Regine, and I was like, that's going to be my competition for this role. But regardless, when we got into the process of acting, she was very standoffish at first. And then one day she walked in wearing a Hill School sweatshirt. And I know the Hill School because they're one of the boarding schools we used to play in athletics.
Okay.
Bougie. So, I mean,
is that where she went?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
10 years after I went to Blair.
Okay.
And when she walked in, I looked up, and this is maybe our third or fourth rehearsal together. And I said, "You went to the Hill School?" And she said, "Yeah."
That's exactly how she talks.
She does.
Yeah.
And I said, "Blair Academy." And she was like, "What? Oh my God, when did you graduate?" You know, so that from that moment on, she's been my little sister.
Yes, she has.
A year later, we were at karaoke, and our mutual girlfriend had said, "You ever thought about adding other voices to flip the script?" And I said, "Girl, all the time." And she was like, "You should talk to Regine about doing something." And at the time, Regine had not long moved back to New Jersey from Eastern Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And she was looking to do things outside of home. So theater was one of the things that she had taken up. And I said to her, "I'm looking into doing some stuff, whatever, with my band. And would you be interested in coming singing with us?" And she was like, "Well, what does that all mean?" And we had just booked it was our very first tennis gig. The Harlem Tennis Junior.
That was her first gig?
That was our first gig.
Oh,
that was our first time doing that with them. And I really wanted to show up there
Yeah.
because that was by far the biggest gig Flip the Script has had.
That's a classy gig.
In a room
Yes.
with like real movers and shakers.
Yeah.
And I wanted us to put forth a really good show. And I knew bringing extra voices in would do that. Like he says, like, you know, we're the creatives. Like, we're the ones that kind of see the vision.
Yeah.
And I
just
thought
drag
that
them
would
over
be,
the finish line with us.
and but the great thing is they don't kick and scream about it.
They don't resist.
You know, they jump in and they're
In a tug of war, me and Tasha will kill the four of them.
That part. We'll take them on.
Yeah.
Because we're here for it.
But everybody has a role to play.
But everyone has a role to play. And Regine's thing was,
absolutely.
Regine's thing was very early on, I have no interest in being out front.
Out front,
And that was great for me because that
Right.
meant, aside from mixing business with pleasure, so to speak, right? Because we have a personal relationship, but the band, although it's very personal and we're all friends at the end of the day, you don't want to ever have to, you know, rock the boat. So it was great for me because then that made me feel like, A, she's not going to be vying for my spot. Because I don't want to have to cut nobody.
From the bricks.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'm going to drink to that.
That part. Cheers. Eye contact, eye contact. But two, she'll be comfortable living in her wheelhouse, right?
Yes.
So we just got in the gig. I explained to her what it was, and she was like, "Okay, great." And the same mutual friend said, "My girlfriend Heather, who was also at that karaoke, she also sings. You should talk to her." And I was like, "I will." Oh, I'm skipping a part. Prior to that, Anique and I ran into each other at a show, and she had mentioned that she wanted to get more involved in the band. So at the time, initially, it was going to be Anique. She signed on first.
Yeah.
And then Regine.
Yes.
Okay.
But Anique had to pull out very last minute. So that was when my girlfriend Heidi said, "Remember Heather from," as a matter of fact, it was my birthday dinner. We were talking about it. And she said, "Remember my girlfriend Heather from karaoke?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." She goes, "You should ask her." And I was like, "I don't know that woman." Like, we had only done karaoke together, and it was very, you know, surface. And she was like, "I'm going to text her." And she texted her for my birthday dinner. And Heather, I don't even think 2 minutes passed before Heather jumped in. We came to my house and we rehearsed a couple of songs. And then we went to her beautiful home and rehearsed a couple of songs. And we all went in to do that gig together. And it was just amazing.
It was. I forgot about it that way.
And I was just like, "You know what? That's it. You're a part of the band. Nope. I don't want to hear it. Stop it.
But
You are now a flip it."
That's great, though, and that's a great story because that's really how it works.
And let's just bring Anique in so you can complete the thought, so we can get Anique in.
Yeah, so we can get Anique in there. So Heather was in the band from 2014 to 2016.
She went out with a bang.
She did. She did. It was a fantastic move.
He's itching to tell that story.
No, I'm talking about the night at Bunny's.
Oh.
Yes, the night at Bunny's.
She went out with a bang.
But I also do want to hear the story about how she played you. I need to hear that story.
You were there.
I don't remember it though.
What?
How do you not remember it?
Okay, wait. Well, refresh my memory.
Christmas.
We were all there.
Oh, Christmas.
We were all there.
We were all there.
Yeah.
Okay, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I got a book over in the back room there.
I do remember that.
I'm getting ready to read this book. And the title of the book is Black AF.
Oh, Lord.
And it took
Jesus.
everything in me not to go BMF
Balls to the wall.
in that space.
Okay, I do remember that.
Okay, that's all we need to say.
Thank you. I was there. I remember.
I was going to say you were there.
I absolutely was there. As a matter of fact, I think I took a picture of it. Anyway.
She make a hell of a hot toddy though.
She's super generous though. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, she, that incident aside.
We
I
closed it. We
I think
closed
that
it at
came
that
out of
house and walked
frustration.
out. Yes.
That came out of frustration.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. But the good
Yeah.
thing was it started there and it ended there.
Yeah, man. Because
It
I
was
listen.
amazing. Yeah.
I know how to. Mama gave me some home training.
Yeah. But also we're family, right?
Yes.
So we're family.
Right. At the end of the day,
And everybody has a right to express
how they
themselves
feel.
and how
Absolutely.
they feel because everybody's feelings is valid.
Right.
So
But what do I always
was
tell
okay.
you? It's a democratic dictatorship. I give you the rights to voice your opinion, then I tell you what the fuck we're going to do.
Whoa.
Don't get it twisted.
You can't say that on this podcast.
I'm gonna have to cut that.
You can.
Okay.
You can have the ability to bleep it, but y'all know what I mean. I'm saying it the way I feel it. That's coming from my chest. Like I tell Naomi, say it with your chest.
And he said it with his chest that night too. But anyway, yes. But so getting back to her husband got a great job opportunity. They wound up moving. And
CEO.
And it was just the five of us for a while.
Yep. Look at that picture.
Where is it? Yep.
Bam.
Mm-hmm. And then Lonnie came in. No, Lonnie came in before that, right? Lonnie
yes.
came in with Heather.
He came in with Heather.
Yes. Okay.
Mhm,
But then once Heather and Lonnie stepped aside, then it was just the five of us for a while.
Yeah.
And again,
Yeah.
Anika and I happened to be at a show.
Yeah.
We happened to be at the same show, and afterwards we went out for drinks. And she kind of threw it out there again. And then one night out at karaoke, she met us at karaoke and we talked about it. This was on a Friday. And I said to her, well, if you're still interested, rehearsals are on Tuesdays. If you want to show up this Tuesday, and I gave her the address. And
And
I
she showed
really,
up?
and she
She
showed
was
up.
first.
Yeah.
She was the first one here.
Yeah, and she showed up.
She
And
did.
and she's been showing
And
up.
it's been
Yeah.
the six of us
Yeah.
ever since. Yes.
Yeah.
That's how we came to be the flip the script that people out there know us as.
It's really great for me because I watched Flip the Script grow from infancy to where you are right now. The last show you guys did, I honestly had to I told you all that was really, I have to say, one of the best shows I've seen. It was just it was literally flawless.
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
treated it like
Yeah.
theater in that space.
Yeah.
We may never get an opportunity to do something like that, but in that space, that was the vision for that show. The sound was pristine.
Oh my God, the sound was amazing.
The choices we made were on point,
Yeah.
and everybody delivered at their, you couldn't have, for all of us to be on at the same time in the same space was amazing.
And obviously it was a fantastic show, but that's not why that was my favorite show. That was my favorite show.
Because of Miss Aaliyah.
Because of Miss Aaliyah.
Yes.
All right, so hold it.
Yes.
Pivot. So you got to explain to the audience because they don't understand. Because we always like to say that Tasha has a beautiful daughter. We love Miss Aaliyah. She is just this one, and she is like super fly. I don't know what Alex do because thank God he can shoot really well because she is just too cute for herself. And we used to tease Tasha all the time because a couple times Aaliyah came in here and just kind of sang a little bit. But we used to tease Tasha all the time and say that we'd be at rehearsal and be like, why don't you go out to the car and get Leah out the trunk. So we always teased her saying that she was basically Lady Shay in training. We always told Tasha if her britches got too big for her, we was going to kick her to the curb and we was going to pull Aaliyah into the bag.
Yeah.
So on this night of our last show, February 28th, SOPAC at the Lofts, it was Flip the Script and Friends. We had a few friends slated to come. One missed out. Kyle, bro, you missed a great show, bro. But we had Little James came out on sax.
Yeah.
And Tasha's daughter, Aaliyah. And let me back this up a little bit. So I'm sitting at one of our spots called the Gaslight, a little local brewery in South Orange, and I'm there with her husband. And I said, yo, my man, I said, you think Aaliyah would want to perform with the band? He's like, I don't know. Call her. I'm like, I ain't got her number.
Exactly how he said it too.
He dialed the number. Hey, Aaliyah, somebody want to talk to you. Boom. And he gave me the phone.
Right.
And I said, hey, what's up, Aaliyah? So this is AJ. She says, hi. I said, listen, you know, we got this show.
She's so cute.
And
Thank you.
I said, they told us to bring some friends out. And what would you think about coming up and performing the Lauryn Hill song with the Flippers? Now, originally I said it was, I think I told it X Factor.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That's what
but we actually did.
We did doo-wop.
Doo-wop, yes. And so she, like you said about immediately with the response,
Right.
she was like, of course. There was no hesitation.
Right.
Then I said those fatal words. Don't tell your mom.
It was
Well.
good. It was good to see her. It was, and she was having so much fun, and she looked
She came
so
on
good up there.
stage,
Yeah.
and so Tasha said to me, you know, now this was my surprise because we did our first set. Now we're going to bring up the guests. James came up early, but he really was trying to feel his space. But Tasha said, head flipper. She said, can Aaliyah come up and do Precious? I turned to Tasha, that's the hardest song that we do.
I know.
I said, she can do Precious? Like, I wish you could have saw my face because I can see my face right now.
Mm-hmm.
I said, she can do Precious? She says, I said, bring her on. I said, because
Right.
we only had a slate. If she can do Precious, then bring her up.
Right.
Old girl came up.
Mm-hmm.
Did she straight kill it?
Yes, she did.
So we can speak this language now because when we were a four-piece, we've done a couple gigs where they didn't want vocals, so we went out as a trio,
Right.
me, Jay, and Junior.
Right.
The greatest moment in my life is being on stage with my son.
Mm-hmm.
There is no greater feeling than that.
I can relate.
You know what
Yeah.
my number 2 feeling was?
What's that?
We did a thing for Jay's mother at the church, the big church, Bethany.
Oh, gosh, I remember
And
that. Yes.
Jay was on the right, I'm in the middle, and he had
He had
Not
Zachy
a lie,
with
it's
him.
little
He had
Zachy.
He had Zachy with him.
his oldest son.
Yeah.
He had him in between us, and he was close to Jay. We did a couple songs.
Right.
Zach got up, took his chair, and moved it
Moved it
over
over.
and put it right next to me.
Little traitor.
I took the look at
That
Jay.
little traitor.
I said, everybody wants to be the drummer. So that was the next level moment for me.
Right.
And I could not see your face because remember, I'm the drummer.
I
I'm
could
in
see
the
her
back.
face, though.
Yeah.
But every time y'all would turn sideways, now I could see your faces. So as a mother, being able to perform on stage in that room with your daughter, what did that mean to you? With your mother looking on,
With my
watching
mom
her,
Yes.
watching,
her
right?
daughter and her
Yes.
grandchild.
Right.
Yes.
So I did find out ahead of time, just by coincidence, that Aaliyah was going to
Yes.
do the surprise. And
She snuck me.
I did, straight up. I mean, it was really his fault, but anyway. So we were home the one night, and I was like, well, let's go over X Factor. And she was like, well, do you think he would mind if instead of X Factor I did doo-wop? And I was like, oh, yes, that'd be great. I said, I'm sure he would love that.
That's what I actually meant. I just called the wrong song.
Right, that's when you were talking to her,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, but then she turns to me and she was like, what about Precious? And I was like, oh, yeah, we could do that. And when I came to him and told you that she wanted to do that, your shock at her knowing it, let me tell you something.
Yes.
When we
Did
first
you see
started
my
doing,
face?
I did see your face. When we first started doing Precious back in 2011,
You
whenever
talking
it
about
was,
just the band.
just the four of
Yeah.
us, when we were a quartet and we
Yeah.
were doing it, I would listen to anytime we did new music that I didn't know, because I didn't know who Esperanza Spalding was
Yes.
at the time. I just knew that Jay loved her.
We saw her.
Yeah.
Right.
King.
We
Right.
saw her live.
And she opened for Prince. We saw her.
Yeah.
So anytime I got new music I didn't know, I would
Yeah.
listen to the songs on repeat in the house, in the car, and because Aaliyah and I were always
Always
together,
together.
She absorbed it.
she would absorb it.
Oh,
So
I
was,
love it.
I was
I
walking
love
around
it.
the house one day, and I came across her, and at the top of her lungs, she was singing every word of that song, word for word.
Because she loved it.
Because she loved it. She
Yes.
could not have been any more than 9
Yeah.
years old.
Mm-hmm.
So when she said she wanted to do Precious, I was like, absolutely. But then to see you be like, what? But then she came up and she did it, and my heart
She
just
killed it.
grew 3 times
Yeah.
larger. Like,
Yeah.
I've performed with my daughter before. We
Yes.
did summer programs
Yeah,
together
yeah.
for theater.
Forget the summer program.
But this,
The 24 hours.
oh yes,
that y'all did.
I forgot about that.
That was my first time
I
seeing
forgot
the two
about
of y'all
that.
perform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was just the two of y'all.
Yes, that was
So,
literally just the
it's
two of
just
us
the two
in
of
my
y'all. So
bedroom.
that gave me a whole different feel. You know, I know you, I know Aaliyah, but now I felt like I really got to know y'all because now I can see the connection that y'all have.
Our dynamic.
The way me and
yeah.
AJ have that
yes,
connection.
exactly.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
how you and AJ probably
Yeah.
have a shorthand, and you and Kiana
Yes.
probably
Yes.
have a shorthand.
Well, if you notice, at the end of that, when I'm playing the drums and AJ's playing the keys, we did it, and AJ said, "See, y'all didn't even know that. I just threw him the alley-oop. I didn't have to look at him. I
Yes,
knew it.
yes.
That's that connection
That's
you
the
have.
connection
Yes.
where
Yeah.
it's nonverbal.
Yes.
And I
Absolutely.
have that with Aaliyah. So
and I have that with Kiana. yes.
right, and you have that with AJ.
Yeah.
So or with Junior. So when did you see the video of the? I think did I send you the videos?
No, because remember you
sent
sent me
them to
about. I told you I didn't. You said, "Do I have WhatsApp?" Apparently, I do
yes.
have WhatsApp. Like you did these nasty damn videos from somebody.
Yes. Okay. Well, delete them.
I don't accept
But-
them. I get them. Who? I don't know you.
I'll send it to you. Because you have an Android and I have an iPhone, it just accepts multimedia things much easier. But anyway, if you watch the video of us doing Lost Ones, you'll see she gets through the first verse, confidence. I know this. We get to the second verse, and she's like, "Mommy."
Who's that sound like? Who's that sound like?
Who?
Went out with a bang. I got the shaka.
Oh, that's right. That was Heather.
First verse.
Yes.
Come on, Tasha.
She asked to do Ain't Nobody,
And then she didn't know it.
and she's like, "This is my last show. Do you mind if I lead a song?" And I was like, "Go for it." So this is total sidebar, y'all. She was like, "This is my last show. Do you mind if I lead a song?"
And I got to give a disclaimer. All I know is that I'm sure when her bill came,
She did treat
that
us
bill
right.
was like $250, $200. She did like 3 rounds of shot,
For everybody.
like 20 shots,
For everybody.
and then the regular drinks because she brought me my second like rum and coke. You know what I'm saying?
I told you she's very
So
generous.
she went out with a bang.
Extremely generous.
So I'm going to charge that to a little bit of drinking.
Okay, charge that to the game. So
Hilarious though.
it was great. So she's like, "Do you mind if I do Ain't Nobody?" I was like, "Girl, do you. Go for it.
Yes.
Say less." So they start playing the song, and she comes in and
Strong,
she's
confident.
strong. I'm like,
Boom.
"You better sing that song, Heather." And then she got to the second verse, and she was like, "And now I'm gonna let you have it." Because I don't know.
I think I was at Bunny's.
Yeah,
I
you
at
was.
Bunny's then.
Oh
yeah, I
my
was there.
God.
You was. You was sitting out there.
Yeah, I was
You wasn't in the main
Yeah, I
room.
was
You
in
was
the-
sitting further
yeah,
out.
but
I think
I-
you and Max was there.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
and
So
Max
have
was
you
there.
ever seen Regine when she does the like the what?
Yes.
Fake, like it's a meme.
Yes.
She does this meme where she's like, huh? So when she's like, "Can you do the second verse?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, sure." And Jane was like, "Why you asked to leave this long?" And you
I
were
know.
But that's what makes it being on stage
But
special.
it was amazing because
Yeah.
live music. This is what happens.
This is
live
what
performances,
happens.
right?
This is what I'm saying.
So to
you
bring
can't
it back
pretend-
to the girl,
exactly.
When she got to the second verse of Doo Wop, she's like, "Mommy," and then you'll see me come in like, "I got you, girl."
Exactly.
So that was kind of but
Exactly.
it was an amazing experience, and I hope it's not our last.
I hope it's not your
You know,
last.
I
either.
love that
No.
she has such a love.
Yes, I was going to say
Yeah,
that.
man.
I
It's in
love
her.
that I saw
It's in her.
so much love in her.
Mm-hmm.
She was so happy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just such a joy to see.
Yeah,
You
can
know what
see
I
it
saw?
in her performance. She comes
Yes.
alive.
See,
Yes.
what I saw, what did you say you saw?
Joy.
And what did you see?
I saw just contentment on her face.
You know what I saw?
What'd you see?
No fear.
Yeah.
Well,
No
there was
fear.
definitely no fear.
She looked out in that crowd
She
and she
was-
owned that
she
moment.
was
She was
comfortable.
in it.
Yeah.
She was comfortable
Yes.
in that moment.
So if
Yeah.
you, if the,
And
what
that's
you're
why she
saying,
was- that's why
love,
she was
joy,
able
no
to
fear,
have, yeah.
you can
Yeah.
go out on that stage.
Yeah.
And we spent a good chunk on Flip the Script, but I want to get back to your theater game
Mhm.
because me and Mama had the pleasure of seeing your last performance,
No.
and I have to tell you,
What was the name of the play again, AJ?
I'm going to stick with Dangerous Liaisons. But
Yeah,
I'm
we're
I'm
not
just
gonna
going to
be
say
able
We're
this.
not gonna butcher it.
When I saw you in Sister Act,
Mhm.
that was the play when I saw you, and I said to myself, my singer is an actress. You know,
Yeah.
I thought she was a singer. No, she's an actress.
Yeah.
And then you doubled down and you just blew us out the door with the American Son.
Yeah.
American
Oh, yeah,
Son.
yeah.
When you performed that
a
play,
great performance.
Thank you.
My jaw dropped.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, because it was limited.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a lot of things going on, so you really have to carry the role. But this last one, because first off, Dangerous Liaisons is my shit.
It's your
Okay?
favorite movie.
This one of the movies I could watch on repeat.
Yeah.
I could come upstairs right now. I could be on for 45 minutes. I'm going to sit and watch the whole thing to the end.
Yeah.
I love this movie.
Right.
And the fact that you played the Glenn Close role, okay, what she delivered in Fatal Attraction is brilliant.
Right.
And what she did in this just ups the ante. And the fact that you had to deliver this heavily dialogue, not a lot of set movement, no music in the background to really, you know, carry this thing. It is a dialogue-based play.
Right.
And you got to kiss this man on stage. You know, you got to throw some little sexual innuendo up in this bad boy. So I want to give you your flowers while you're here.
Thank you.
Because those 3 performances have truly shown me your breadth as an actress.
Thank you.
And I go all the way back 15 years ago, where I saw that little glimmer, and I saw more of the musical side. So in my mind, I had cataloged you as a singer.
Right.
And then seeing these last 3 performances like that, I have clearly moved you from the singer to the actress role. And again, it's not that you're not a singer, you're that triple threat again. And unless you're, you know, supremely talented with your amazing in every bucket, acting is your thing. That's the thing that is, if people ask me about you, that is the thing that I'm going to speak to you. And I'm saying, oh, and by the way, she sang too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how, you know, like you have some singers who can act.
Yeah.
But I feel if I were to categorize myself, I would be an actor who sings.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not a singer who acts. I'm an actor who sings because acting is really my
Acting
first.
is her thing.
Okay.
So when I see Tasha, I see an actress.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's how I came to
That's
you.
how you
Yeah,
came
man.
to me.
That's how.
And that's
Exactly.
crazy, right? Because you see
Yeah.
it as the actress,
Yeah.
and I'm seeing it as the actress, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, did she sing?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
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 And so,
He has always seen you as a singer.
Yes.
Right.
But I've always seen you as the actress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember when you guys came to see Leader of the Pack.
oh God, I forgot about it. That's the one where Regine had that funny outfit
Yeah.
on.
I was
Regine. No, that was
The
Sister
colorful?
Act. That was.
Oh, that was
Sister
still in
Act. Yeah, 'cause
Sister Act?
She wasn't.
Oh,
in
okay,
Leader of the Pack.
okay,
Yeah. But I was
I
gonna
always
say
think I think she's in, but she's not.
okay.
because I was gonna say we've saw more.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
We've saw more
Oh yeah, of her
performances
acting.
of her acting. Yeah.
Listen,
Because we've tried to support.
say it again,
But
baby.
you guys are
Will you
amazing.
say it again?
when- yeah.
We've tried to support.
Yeah.
All right, see, we ain't gonna deliver
Al-
lip service.
I'm
We
gonna tell
are gonna
you.
come and see you.
Al and I are supporters.
Absolutely.
We don't just talk about it.
Right.
We know what we do.
Yes, we know how hard it is,
Right, and
what it's like to
Yeah.
look in the audience and see a familiar
Yeah.
face,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and be like, "Oh shit, my tribe is here."
Yeah.
Okay?
And so we're great supporters.
Yeah, man.
And because we understand the arts, we love the arts.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what it is.
In
Yeah.
what capacity?
In what
Yeah.
capacity,
Yeah.
we just love the arts. But I want to go back to Flip the Script for a minute because
Oh, go ahead.
only because I want to mention y'all that I am finally the sound engineer.
Oh, we gotta snap it up on that. Give that up for Dr. KBJ.
Absolutely, because okay, so a little disclaimer. See, my husband knows that I've always wanted to be part of his band.
Well, you were for a minute. You were a momager for a minute.
Okay, but
You were the momager.
he's been trying to exclude me.
Oh, no.
You know. But
Not exclude you, baby. What I always tell you,
okay,
everybody got to play their position.
everybody got to play their position.
And
so we were trying
managing
to
and
find
sound
the right
is your
position
position.
for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I do still manage because I talk y'all up all the
Yeah,
time.
man.
So
Yeah.
I just haven't been able because I'm busy,
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
doing my
Because
own
you're
thing.
living your best life.
I'm living my best
Yeah.
life.
That part.
But I am proud to say that my husband allowed me
Invited.
invited me
Voluntold.
voluntold. So I am now in a position in the band now
Yes.
that I actually love.
Yeah,
so
man.
I am the sound engineer.
And let me just say this, fellas, don't feel a type of way. But predominantly all the roles in lives are delivered by men. Okay? Men are the CEOs, men are the engineers, men are the astronauts. And what you find is that women are extremely capable. And women are so much better at detail than men truly are. And when it comes to sound, some of the greatest sound people on the planet are women. And Prince is a true example of that. Sujan Raza was his go-to engineer. She was with him for years. There was a woman, Peggy. She did a lot of sound work for him.
And Peggy.
And there's one more I'm missing that did sound. And what I loved about Prince was he knew that this was not your wheelhouse. But what he saw in you was you had enough of the gift and he could give you what you didn't have. And that's why I feel about you, because you've been around music, you've been exposed to music, you've been able to perform music, you've been able to absorb it. And, you know, all the videos that we do, before I even get a chance to sit down and do the video, I get the Karoline critique.
Of course.
So before we even get to the video, so when I'm looking at the video, I can, I see what she's saying there. Because as I'm drumming, I'm trying to deal with my parts and what's going on. I may miss those couple things. So she is already innately in tune to what we're doing. And now having her on sound, and it was so funny when we did the New Year's gig. Because there's one point on the video where I said, you need to turn it up. Tasha, I can't hear you. You need to turn up. So she went over and turned up a little bit, and then Anik asked for a little bit, and so Karoline turns up, and then Anik's voice got real bright, and Anik goes, "Oh no, no, no,
no. That's too high." Listen, that's a Cool and Gang song.
When Junior is doing sound, and for all the years we've been together, Junior's doing the sound.
Right.
But Junior is the music director. He's trying to play keyboards. He's trying to call out changes. He's trying to sing the parts he got to sing, and he's trying to work the sound. You can't be great at everything.
Yeah.
So now taking that off his plate and allow him just to focus on singing, directing, and playing.
Yeah.
Now it just makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
So welcome to the family, babe.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
It only took you 15 years to get in.
Well,
Listen, you get in where you fit in.
You that's it, Tasha. You get in when you fit
get
in. And the thing
where
about
you
it is
fit
that
in.
I always had a vision of being part of the band.
Yes.
Right.
That has always been the vision.
Well, it's a family affair.
It is a family affair. It's
Yeah,
always
man.
been a family affair. And I'm talking from the very beginning, because when AJ was just an infant and we were cultivating him into learning the drums and learning music, and I was always, first of all, I'm a songwriter. So I've always been writing songs. So there was always that aspect of me being part of the band.
Right.
I just had to find my place.
Yeah, man.
See,
And
I
I
fancy myself
Yeah. You
Listen,
fancy yourself as what?
a songwriter.
listen,
Well, you know
Will
what?
you tell her?
That's,
don't be bashful.
Don't be bashful.
You just dropped your first debut CD.
Oh, he's telling me not to be
Yes.
bashful.
So it
sorry.
took you
He's
all
talking
these
to
years
Oh, he's talking to me.
for you to get it out. So
I thought he was talking to our
there is
guests.
nothing
Yeah.
but hope on your plate, because
well,
all you got to do. What did we say with the band? I told you we're a cover band.
right.
Finally, we did an original song where I came out and did "Give Me Your Love" to show what a original song would look like. But we didn't perform it with the band. I performed it to a backing track.
But that wasn't the first original song that the script did.
Well, the
If you
first
We
recall,
did that
we had
blues
the
song.
Flip the Script blues.
Yes.
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 See,
Yeah.
songwriter.
Yes.
And you also performed Heavenly
Heavenly
Love,
Love as a club mix.
which is also
Did we perform that?
we
you-
did
you
as a club
performed-
mix.
you performed it at Cecil's, because I
we
remember it.
really?
Yes, you did.
I don't remember that. Okay.
Yes, you performed it.
Okay.
And
It
Heavenly
wasn't on
Love.
a set list. It was really one of those things where
Okay,
we
we just
kind
kinda
of
Yeah,
did
but
jazz, but
Heavenly
no.
Love is an original
So,
song.
so
Yes.
what I would
Original
say to
piece,
you
yeah.
is, this is the opportunity
Mhm.
to expand the palette. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm 4 CDs deep in my game, so and I got a song for y'all already. I need the 3 of y'all to come in.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that.
And
we're gonna
drop
get that
this
done.
song, you know what I
Well,
mean?
once
Life
schedules
slows down.
open up,
Yeah.
well, life will never slow down.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I like the way you say that.
But once schedules align,
Yes.
Yeah.
we will definitely make that happen.
Yeah.
Because Regina and I have worked on projects with you before outside of
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's just that,
And I love what y'all did for me.
listening to Anik's podcast episode, she
Yeah.
is the true Jamaican. She's got
Yes.
three
She
jobs.
got 50 million
Yeah,
So
jobs.
yeah.
she
Yeah.
got 50 jobs.
Yeah, man.
So, once
Absolutely.
once schedules align,
Yeah.
we'll make that happen for sure.
Yeah.
But I remember once upon a time we kind of farted around with doing original
We did.
music.
Yes, we did.
Junior gave us some
Some tracks
beats,
to
some
work
tracks
off
to
of.
work off of, and I sat down and I worked on one of them. But I actually do have like recorded things I had done prior to even getting back into theater,
Yeah, man.
prior to
Yeah.
my
And
marriage and
listen,
Right,
kids.
and
And
that's
you're
what I'm
supposed
saying.
to.
All of the stuff,
Yeah.
even the
I-
CD that I just dropped was prior
Yes.
to all of this.
To the life.
But I
Well,
have
let
a
me
lot of
just
stuff
say
that
this.
I got a lot of new stuff.
We're
that
coming
I'm
up
working
on the hour
you know.
mark. That's more, but on the screen
Okay.
here we're at the hour
Thank
mark.
you.
So we don't like to keep this for like 50 million years.
Right.
But I have a challenge for it. Yes, I do. Because what did you just say about our show from the 28th? You said.
That it was one of the best shows that I've seen.
And I said to you, because it was like theater.
Because it was like theater.
So my challenge to the two of you, because y'all are the plays.
The two of us. He wants us to work together.
We need to
and I already
write,
know where this is going.
flip the script, the band, the play,
musical.
the musical.
The play. Whatever.
Jesus.
Yes. Because there were some tidbits in there and some things. 'Cause I'm getting ready to drop my debut novel. I finally
What?
finished my novel.
You've been writing a novel?
I've been writing a novel since long as we've been in Flip the Script, baby. And I finally completed it. So now I'm just going to go through my editing process. My goal is to get it out between the end of summer, early fall.
Is it fiction or non-fiction?
No, it's fiction.
Okay,
It's fiction.
Yes. So
Okay, great.
did you see Purple Rain?
Purple Rain. Purple Rain?
Yes.
Mm.
All I'm going to tell you is, people ask Prince, was it true? Is it autobiography? I'm going to tell you, you might feel a little flavor like that too. And if you see a character that kind of reminds yourself, I don't know nothing about that.
Her name better not be Lady Lachey.
So
No.
this is my challenge to you.
He's been writing this book for a very long
Yeah.
time. So
Okay.
it was before Flip the Script.
Oh,
so
But
yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Great.
And what we delivered at SOPAC, I'm seeing these musicals and everything going on. We can tell our story in play form
Okay.
and deliver that
Yeah.
on a stage, not like we did at SOPAC, because that wasn't really set up for like
Yeah,
a
it
true
wasn't
performance
set, It
theater.
wasn't set up for that.
But if we do
Yeah.
it in a theater,
Right.
we can deliver, flip the script
Yeah.
to play.
And you felt the need to get this on record. Is that what
Yes.
this is? I
Yeah.
understand.
Yes.
Because what we
That's
found,
how you got to put it in the
what we
universe.
found is that when you put it in the universe, it usually happens. And it would be my pleasure to work with you
Okay.
on
Because
building
y'all the
this,
theater
on
ones.
building this up. Because, like you said, we are the theater part of
Right,
it. You
right.
know, I have written many plays,
Mhm.
and we can continue to do this.
Yes.
I can work with you on this.
Yeah, man.
And now that it's in the universe, we don't have no choice now.
Because
Absolutely.
he's manifesting it.
I am
Yes.
damn sure manifesting this.
Okay.
And I think it would be brilliant, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So you got to. Here's the thing, though.
Mhm.
You have to let us write it.
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, we heard what
We
you said.
heard what you. Thank you.
We
Yeah.
heard what you said.
Yeah, thank
Listen
you.
to me.
We heard what you said.
You gotta see you're talking the talk.
But listen to
But
me.
now you gotta walk the walk.
What did I say
We
to you a
heard
little
what
while
said.
ago?
What did you say?
You have to know your position. I am
Okay.
not a playwright.
Know your role and play your part.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I can say, I think this could be here, this could be here, but as far as trying to write this thing, that's not my goal. You saw how I delivered it that night. So
Yes.
you see, it wasn't, if I had been more structured and so that's why I know I need to take my baby and hand it over. Okay? So right now, the umbilical cord is still attached to me. Y'all got to cut the cord and y'all got to deliver that baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right?
Because we can write something.
I know y'all
fantastic.
can. And I'm, you're going to bring it from the standpoint of being on stage and
Yeah.
performing. You're going to bring it on standpoint from being that playwright and delivering it. And the two of y'all should be able to mesh with it. And this would give us an opportunity, because I said to her, one of the problems is we're a cover band.
Mm-hmm.
So we do cover songs.
Right.
And if we do a play like that and we're performing in, let's say we're doing a SOPAC, well, somebody's going to have to get paid when we do these cover songs.
And here is
This
what,
is the opportunity to do
here's
some
what I
original
said.
joints.
Right. So
But
you get paid.
here's what I said, and you understand this because you're in theater as well. You can still play a cover band, and we still have original.
That's what I
music.
just said. Did you
Yes,
hear me?
Yes.
All right, put your headphones.
We're gonna marry the two.
Yes.
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 I get
No.
I understand.
So
What-
this will give you the
what
opportunity
you
to flesh
said-
out these songs.
What you said is that if you cover the songs, people are gonna get.
I said that, but after that I said, this will give you the opportunity to work on these songs
Yes.
you talk about. We can
Right.
do original
We
music.
can do
Yes.
original music.
We
for
can
sure.
do
And we
original
go.
music.
It's on. When you listen back to this, you're gonna hear I said that. You just missed it.
It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. The problem is that writing the original music is easy. That's the easy part.
I don't believe that. Let me tell you why.
I'm a songwriter, so I
no,
believe
I'm
that.
gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because the reason West Side Story is my favorite play of all time, because each song is integral to what happens in the movie. You have to write songs that fit what go on in the play.
And you think that we can't do that?
Oh, I'm not saying you can't do it. You're saying that it's easy. I
And
don't
I'm-
think it's that easy.
But you're not the person who's writing.
I'm a musician. I'm a songwriter.
Okay, I'm telling you that.
I will sit here sometimes with a glass of wine like this, trying to work on a song for 5 damn days.
Okay, well,
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm saying I don't need all that.
And that's random stuff. That ain't trying to tie it to something that I'm trying to make a emotion
Do you
on.
hear what I'm saying? I'm saying that I don't need all that.
So let me say it this way to you
Yeah.
to prove my point. How many plays have you done?
Karoline.
4,
And how many of them have all your own original music all the way through the play?
all of them.
No, they don't. You have 1 or 2 songs all the way through for every scene in the movie. Watch West Side Story. There's 20 songs through that play. You might have 2, 3. Come on now. Talk to
You
me.
top me off.
Talk to me.
Bartender.
Listen, speaking truth to power, baby. Come on.
Bartender.
And see, this is what happens. This is what happens when you have like all these creatives all working
Yeah,
together.
because we're passionate about our shit.
Because we're passionate.
Yeah, and this is about
Absolutely.
challenging each other. You can't.
Yeah.
You got to be challenged.
And then there's wine.
Okay. So listen. Usually, Karoline is the one that keep this thing on the track and keep it going.
All right. And we promised that she would do that at the top of this show.
Yeah.
So Karoline, get it back on track.
It is on track.
It's on track.
It's on track.
I'm talking about we're at an
time
hour
track.
and 6
It
minutes.
don't even matter
Okay.
because I have to get rid of the part where you use some profanity.
That's
that,
one word. You just got to bleep that out. Come on now.
I know that whole sketch.
No,
is
you ain't
going.
giving that whole sketch. You
Not
need
the
to keep
whole
just the word.
sketch.
You keep the sketch and bleep the word. But what I would like to say to you is, first off, thank you for being who you have been. There are women who have impacted my life. My daughter,
If you're about to make me cry,
My
yes,
wife.
He's about to.
my granddaughter, and there's some women at work who mean something special to me. The 15 years that we've had a chance to spend together,
Yes.
you may not know it, but you have impacted my life. And I'm grateful for the energy you brought to it. Don't think I don't ever appreciate. I want you to hear that. Don't think I don't ever appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay?
Likewise.
All right. So I just want you to know that. And I'm grateful for you
Yes.
doing the podcast with us because we
Yes.
wanted to get you on with us.
And I want to say the same thing. 15 years is a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And in that time, we have really grown
Mm-hmm.
to the point in which I literally see you as being part of my family. Literally. No, I'm not trying to make you
Listen.
cry. I'm serious. So
I took her off the W-2 in 2017, so
No,
we good.
Shut it.
No, but I'm saying at this particular point, and I want to say this because I want it to be
On record.
on record.
Absolutely.
I want it to be on record. I am a hard person because I always wanted the best for this band
Right.
because I knew it was something that my husband and my son was involved in.
Right.
So my criticism was not criticism to destroy. It was criticism to build up because
feel that.
I had a vision
Right.
of where this band was going.
Right.
And I will tell you that I am very happy and proud to have watched this progression.
Mm-hmm.
And really, I don't know what to tell you except for the fact that I am overjoyed at where this is come.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And I see you as family. I see Regina as family. I
Mhm.
see Anik as family.
Are
We
you
are
gonna
all
call out
family.
Jay? Don't leave my bass player out
Jay
there.
has always been family from the very beginning.
But
because
Jay was family before we were family.
right.
Yeah.
Jay started
Right.
with you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he saw that I needed somebody to be part of the play, and he said, "Okay, I'll do it." You know,
Right.
he did that because he felt like we were
Part of the
family,
family,
and
yeah.
I'm going to do this for you.
Right.
So, Flip the Script has always been family,
Mhm.
and it will always be family.
Absolutely.
And I'm grateful that you have joined us tonight on this
Thank
podcast.
you. Well, I appreciate you
Yeah.
guys inviting me in.
Yeah.
This has been quite the pleasure, and
Yeah.
you know, I love being a part of the Joneses, sitting in the basement. You know,
Yeah.
how many times have we come together for rehearsal and literally just chopped it up for an hour and a half
Yeah.
before we're like, we should probably play some music.
Yes.
'Cause that's what
Listen, we enjoy each other's
Well,
company.
first-
we
of
do,
all,
and that's important.
Yeah.
It's important to like the
yes,
people that
everybody
you're
who
with.
knows Al Jones knows that he spends a lot of time doing stuff that he should have been doing before we got here.
I know this basement is like, this is a sanctuary. This is, so
Yeah,
the fact
it
that he
is.
invites us in and allows
Yeah.
us to be ourselves when we walk through the door is always a gift. So thank you.
Yeah.
I want you to talk to your audience out there. Anything that you want to say to your tribe of people out there who will hear your voice on these podcasts, what do you want to say to them?
I just always thank the people who have always ridden with us. Ridden with me, and by extension, ridden with Flip the Script.
Yeah.
We have some diehard people who have been there from
the beginning,
from the very beginning, who have been hanging on really strong. And I just, I thank my support people. I thank my village, because there's no way I can do what I do without the support of the people around me. Be it, my husband who works and to support us, who allows me the time to do it, to my daughter who never gives me a guilt trip about not being able to be home because I'm at a rehearsal or I'm at a performance, to just my family who have babysat when I needed to be at a gig or in a rehearsal, or the people who pay the money and spend the time with us. I appreciate you all, and I thank you for riding. Thank you for hanging, and let's keep doing it. Thank you. And I thank you guys for opening up your home to me, and for bringing me into Women on the Edge, which eventually led to Flip the Script, which expanded my family by 5, well, 6, 7, 8, right? Like I remember I was sitting with you. We were talking about Junior's wedding.
Yes.
Junior didn't even have a girlfriend
For
when I joined
decades.
Flip the Script.
Yes.
For a really long time, and
Yeah.
to be able to celebrate with him and Naja and their new family, and just seeing him grow and bloom, and Jay grew his family through
same thing.
Absolutely.
Because we were the married ones in the group when we landed.
Yes, when we first started, it was just the two of us. And now practically, everyone is booed up. Regine's got her boo. Finally, amen. Thank you, Jesus.
Right.
And
A.
Ron came in with, I've seen people grow over the last 15 years, and it's been a blessing to be a part of it and to be welcomed into it. So thank you.
And you're welcome. Thank you. So you've been listening to Living Your Best Life with Karoline and AJ, and our special guest, Tasha. What is it, Arroyo?
Tasha, well, so for stage purposes, it's Tasha R. Williams, but
Tasha R. Williams for stage.
For stage purposes.
Okay,
but,
Tasha R. Williams.
But, the government calls me Tasha R. Arroyo.
Yes, they do. Okay.
Yes, so we want you to join us next time when we come back with another guest, as we are living our best life. Are we living our best life, AJ?
What? Do you know what today is for me?
What is today?
It's Friday.
And that's what yesterday was too. Look at that.
And you know what tomorrow's going to be? Friday.
Okay.
Y'all got to catch up to your boy. Every day is my best life.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not where AJ is right now, but
Not
that's
yet.
But that's okay.
Hashtag goals.
I'm still living my best life.
Yes, you are.
Because one of the things that I just mentioned this yesterday, is that I'm grateful that Al is living his best life. He's retired now, everybody, in case you don't know. But I feel like he's dragging me along for the ride, and I'm loving it.
Dragging you,
Can't
carrying
take this journey
you.
by myself.
Carrying you along for the ride.
I like that.
Yeah.
He's carrying me
you
along for the ride.
Absolutely.
I'm actually jumping on board for the ride.
You're getting a running start.
I'm getting a running start, and I love it.
Yeah.
So we want you to come back for another episode of Living Your Best Life with Karoline and AJ, as we have another guest who's living their best life. And before we leave, if you want to be on our show, please send us a email at
Don't ask me.
And then there was wine.
Okay, okay, listen.
It'll be on the screen.
Listen.
It's all in the tag box below.
You guys know I always get this wrong. Always.
Oh, is this Sisters in Christ? Is this?
Nope.
No.
Okay, then
It's
I
the RTNP. Yeah, listen, this is why, this is how men think. If we were doing this, it would be livingyourbestlife.com. That's how we roll.
But it's not, because this is the Real Talk, Real People
RTNP.
podcast.
Yes.
So it's RTRP, Candid Conversations.
That's a lot.
At gmail.com.
It'll be in the description, folks.
It'll
Trust
all be
me.
in the description box.
It will all be in the description box.
And then there was wine.
And listen, for all our folks out there in TV land that will get to see us, put those glasses up, folks. Let's get that glass together. All right?
Listen, wine
We will
is,
see y'all.
wine is part of living your best life. I just want to say
Live
that.
your best life.
I'm living my best
Bye.
life.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Living my best life. Cheers.
Y'all got issues.
What? I got issues.
Press the
You got
button.
it too.
Press the button.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Push the button.
Push the
Oh.
button.
Push the button.
Y'all don't know. That was amazing.
Oh my God, that was so much fun.
Oh,
Thank you,
man.
Tasha.
Thank you. Thank you guys. Oh, wow. That's so weird. All
Right?
I
When
know,
you hear
right?
yourself live?
Oh my God,
Ooh.
right?
Mhm.
That was amazing.
Listen,
we need
man.
a part 2.
You got it. And
Hey, we can have a part
But
2.
We need
I-
a part 2.
I told her what you said. You said we need to bring Flip the Script in.
We need to. I don't know how you're gonna do that down here, but we don't.
Well, we mentioned
We
it to
can.
AJ because AJ came
Yep,
here
'cause
today.
he was here
to
today.
spend some time with
Naomi.
Naomi.
Yeah, because he don't care if his parents. The hell with them.
He came just for
Priorities.
Naomi.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too.
Absolutely.
So we mentioned that to him. He said that would be.
He would
terrific.
love. I know
Yeah.
he'd love
Yeah.
that. I mean,
Yeah.
So we
Get
need
all
to. We need
6
to
of
get
us.
Tasha,
I
we
mean,
need to- we
it's
need to
gonna
get
be a
everyone.
circus, but
Yeah.
it just gives another dynamic into. I mean, it gives another look into the dynamic that is Flip the Script, because I just feel like, and God, I feel like we could talk about Flip the Script all day long.